if it's not. So, and zoom in on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to StC meet number 4. Um, the seniors from St. Catherine's are being celebrated right now on Knowles Field. Currently, the field events are about to start here any minute. For St. Christopher's, which is the only statistics we have right now for the field events, we have RJ Johnson, Graham Judd, Pierce Livingston, Colin Wishnack, and long jump. In triple jump, we have George Julius. For shot put, we have Jay Ade, Walter Cart, Lance Cleland, Lawson Cleland, Michael Fulcher, Isaiah Grant, Tommy Holdaway, Jeremiah Hughes, E.J. Johnson, Kuchenmeister, M. Miller, Charlie Parker, Grayson Reynolds, James Signeri, Jeremiah Stone, Charlie Vaughn, and John Wechter. For discus, we have Jay Ade, Walter Cart, Lance Cleland, Lawson Cleland, Michael Fulcher, Isaiah Grant, Tommy Holdaway, Jeremiah Hughes, E.J. Johnson, Kuchenmeister, M. Miller, Charlie Parker, Grayson Willard, Reynolds, James Signeri, Jeremiah Stone, Charlie Vaughn, and John Wechter. In high jump, we only have Carter Applegate, and in pole vault, William Ginther, C. Kessel, Ben Mayer, Victor Olson, and Ryan Scammell.
The boys, the senior boys are about to be celebrated by meeting their parents right now.
So far this season, it seems like every season, the Saints have done extremely well in track and field. I was on the indoor track team, and we were able to win the state championship as well as the prep league title.
Collegiate has beaten them in a track meet. I think it was their third track meet that they lost to Collegiate. So Collegiate has gotten better since last year.
It's interesting stuff right there. We'll see what happens today.
Today for your teams, you have St. Christopher's, Collegiate, Fork Union, John Marshall, Midlothian, and Nansmith Suffolk.
Hopefully we miss the weather. We know that there's, some interesting weather on the line right now. But right now it's pretty nice outside, so hopefully it stays this way. Not too hot, and not too cold outside right now.
I know the varsity baseball game got canceled.
That's very interesting.
The St. Christopher's Athletic Department would like to take a minute to honor the seniors from our outdoor track team for their outstanding contribution to the athletic program. We would also like to take some time, especially to recognize, thank, and honor our senior parents for their tireless support and overwhelming enthusiasm throughout each season. We are truly lucky to have you as part of our community and grateful to you for allowing us to teach and coach your sons. For the following seniors, please greet your parents on the infield. Elijah and Captain Elisha Asari and their mother Mavis.
It's very heartwarming stuff right there.
Yeah. Elisha and Elijah have been a key component to this varsity track team.
Walter Cart and his parents Elizabeth and Walter.
Same with Walter. Great thrower for the Saints. Great guy as well.
Yeah.
Captain Asher Green and his parents Victoria and John.
Asher Green is an amazing runner for the long distance running team.
Yes, 3-season runner. Great captain. His dad also one of the coaches on the team.
George Julius and his parents, Ann and Stephen.
George is a tremendous long jumper, best on the team. Has some great marks. Really tremendous jumper.
Captain Victor Olson and his parents, Sheila and Jake.
Victor Olson is an amazing pole vaulter. I think he is I know he's number 1 in the state of Virginia, and now he might be in the country.
He's committed to Stanford, so obviously a great
Henry Russell and his
pole
parents,
vaulter.
Victoria and Tom.
Another good long distance runner.
Nice embraces with the family.
Ryan Scammell and his parents, Lindsay and Doug.
Ryan Scammell's sort of a do-it-all guy, but
He is.
recently he's been really leaning into the pole vault. No, he was a guy who made it to states for pole vault in the indoor season, so he's doing it again today.
Captain James Signeri and his parents, Claudia and Jim.
James Ignari, an amazing thrower also. Stepped it up really this senior year.
Yeah, he's been absolutely tremendous. Fun fact about James, yesterday he won the home run derby here at St. Christopher's.
He did.
William Sutton and his parents, Austin and Aaron.
This is William Sutton's first time being on the track team. He is normally a wrestler, a very good wrestler, but he has really put in an impact on the long distance running team.
And Maddox White and his parents, Stephanie and Dee.
Maddox, a tremendous sprinter, one of the fastest sprinters in St. Christopher's history, committed to VCU for running. He's also tremendous artistic talent as well. Has both the 55 and the 100-meter record here at St. Christopher's. That's a nice shot right there. See all of them lined up.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more round of applause for our senior track and field athletes and their parents. Thank you all.
St. Chris is going to miss having the seniors here. They've really helped out on the track team.
A large number of them as well.
Yeah.
It's a nice shot of all of them. Now if we look to our left, you can see some long jump going on. That's a nice jump there. Good mark. No winner. I'm also a jumper myself, and early on in your first couple jumps, it's really nice to at least get a mark down, because if you haven't and you're on your last jump, it's a really, really bad thing for your team if you don't have any marks. You don't want to waste any points there.
Also, soon to be high jump will starting. They're getting ready right now.
There was a foul there. Here we see a nice jump from R.J. Johnson, and previously we saw one from Elijah Asari. Maybe that was just Elijah walking next to him, but we did just see a nice one from RJ.
The running event should start in the next 15 minutes, starting with the hurdles. Girls, then boys.
That would have been a nice jump there. It's just slightly foul. See a nice jump there.
The shot putters are currently warming up right now. My mistake, they are starting right now. That was their first start.
We'll be switching over now, over to shot put.
We have a Fork Union thrower.
It's a nice launch. It's a good throw there.
Past 30.
That's always a good mark.
Not as many throwers as we were expecting. We were expecting at least 30. And it seems like that number has decreased.
I know some of the threat of the storms sort of caused some teams to drop out of this meet.
Yeah. Especially teams that have to travel far to get here.
Yep, they don't want to risk anything. It's got Jeremiah Hughes about to throw here. He's going to take the intentional foul there, walking forward. Ball might have slipped out of his hand. Grayson Reynolds.
Second flight, girls discus. Final call, second flight, girls discus.
That's a nice toss there.
That is a good throw. May have been a foul, though.
Looked pretty effortless.
It's disappointing that that was a foul right there.
That was. It was. Mr. Carlson didn't walk over. That's disappointing. It was a nice toss. It's also a good toss there. That will be heading back over to some of the jumps. Get a good little look at long jump again. See some of the high jumpers warming up. You see Carter Applegate in the distance. It's a jump from Graham Judd. It's going to be foul. It's a nice jump there. That's a middle school jumper.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's nice to see some middle schoolers also involved in this meet.
Looks like there may be possible light rain coming in the next hour.
Hopefully that messes us. Seeing some more runners warming up.
Yeah. Looks like the girls 4x8 may start soon. Now, St. Christopher's does not have a boys 4x8 team, which is surprising because we have a good long-distance running team.
Really good. Traditionally really great.
Yeah.
However, in the girls 4x8 100-meter relay, we have 2 St. Catherine's teams, an A and B relay, as well as 2 collegiate relay teams, A and B, and 1 Midlothian. In the boys 4x800, we have Fork Union, Collegiate, Nansman, Suffolk, and the B collegiate team as well. Now we'll be heading back over to the throws. That's a Fork Union thrower up. Nice. Nice toss.
Good throw.
Got another either Fork Union or Nansman Suffolk thrower. Good toss. Pretty solid distance.
No fouls from Fork Union, which is good. Like to see that.
Yep, definitely. Good to get a mark. Similar to long jump, you know?
Yeah.
You really want to get one, and then you can, kind of boost your confidence because, you have that safety measure.
Yeah. A lot more people starting to warm up now. Bunch of jogging on the track.
It's getting to that point.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
4 by 800 meter relay teams, please start making your way toward the starting line near the blue tent on the infield. Boys and girls, 4 by 800 meter relay teams towards the starting line near the blue tent on the infield, please.
Any minute now, 4x8's about to begin.
Girls hurdles and boys hurdles. First call, 100 meters.
Now we're pointed at the with the 4x8's about to begin. See that blue tent? That's where they're checking in. And we're going to go over those 4x8 teams one more time here. Section 1 of the girls 4x800 meter, we have St. Catherine's A. In lane 2, Midlothian A. In lane 3, Collegiate A. In lane 4, Collegiate B. And in lane 5, St. Catherine's B. In the boys 4x800 meter relay, we have Fork Union in lane 1. Collegiate A in lane 2. Nansom and Suffolk A in lane 3. And Collegiate B in lane 4.
So find St. Christopher's and just click on it, right? Should be the 29th, right? 429. It should be alphabetical.
Good to see some batons warming up. Usually the most important thing in any relay race, I mean, especially the sprints, but even the 4x800 is the handoffs. Big transitional spot right there. With a mess up right there, you could be DQ'd or simply fall far behind. So it's good to see some people practicing that right before they run. The wind's picking up a little bit here.
Looks like they are about to start lining up.
Are lining up. It looks like the boys and the girls could be running at the same time, so that'll be interesting to watch. Like a practice shot there.
All right, we're about to begin our races around the oval, so please, if you're crossing the track, be very careful with both ways before you cross. This is the second call hurdle. Second call hurdle. Also, coaches have asked me, we are, besides having live results on the final stat page, you can also find a live streaming link to the meet as well. So we're streaming and doing live results all from that page on Milestat.
Just about to start here.
Looks like boys are on the inside and girls are on the outside to start.
Okay, I know we have a ways before we use lanes all the way around, but it looks like someone left some hurdles out wide in like lane 5 on the backstretch.
Can really speed up the meet by having boys versus girls in the relays.
Any officials or anybody close to it, would you please check lane 5?
I think it's lane 5. I can't really tell, but there are some hurdles out there.
But it's not until lane 5?
Do you see the 5 hurdles that are lined up over near the pole vault? Jared's going to get them. Jared's got them.
Okay.
And the first runners are all lined up, it seems like. And they are about to go.
Thank you.
I think I might have just heard that there is no girls Midlothian team in this race. The collegiate boys are out to a fast start, with Fork Union right on their tail. And yep, looks like Fork Union might have the edge there coming around that 200-meter mark. Get a little look there at the long jump. Good pace here from both of them as they get them around the 300-meter mark into this last 100 meters of the first lap.
Looks like he has good pace throughout this race so far.
Haven't seen him tire up yet. This is definitely a very difficult race.
Who's in third there? You see?
In third, we have a St. Catherine's runner.
They also have a good pace.
So
They're in the
St.
lead for the
Catherine's-
girls.
St. Catherine's girls in first for the girls and in third overall. Now Fork Union's taking the lead by a good bit now. Seeing a good bit more separation than we did on that first 400. This is usually where, you know, everybody starts to spread out a little bit. But look at that. There's a good little push there. The
Yeah.
collegiate guy, he might pass him. Oh, yeah, he might pass him here.
We'll see this handoff.
Yeah, this handoff's going to be crucial. It's really neck and neck there. Two clean handoffs. But collegiate was a little bit cleaner. And they're going to be off.
Got the rest of the group.
The Saints are going to be there, and just behind them we got Mansfield Suffolk.
He has really made a big gap right now.
Big gap now. Coming in here now, is finishing this first 400. Solid gap.
Yeah. St. Catherine's team is closing this gap for second.
That'll be very interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
So collegiate girls have passed Nansemond Suffolk. Yeah, he's really moving.
Yeah. Big gap. See if he loses speed, though.
Same time, we can look at a long jump here from Colin Wishnack. That was nice. Good jump there. He doesn't look too happy about it, but looked pretty solid to me.
See this handoff.
It's pretty solid there. Gets to a fast start.
Yeah. St. Catherine's team have taken second.
That's a big turn of events. St. Catherine's now in second place. Fork Union pretty close behind, and then the collegiate girls also close. Collegiate boys are really dominating so far. Here we can see the collegiate A team lap the B team. On his way to the last 400. Really pushing it.
Yeah. Not looking like he's tired.
Let's get a good look at the back.
Coming in.
See some guys coming in now. See one of the collegiate teams there, and then see a pretty tight matchup there between the St. Catherine's teams, as I think the A team just lapped the B team.
Here comes for the handoff. The collegiate.
Collegiate boys on to their last runner. See one of the Nansemond Suffolk runners. And the St. Catherine's A team moving. Looks like they are still in second place, but Collegiate A is actually gaining a lot of speed.
There's your lead runner.
It's a tall guy right there. Tall distance running, you don't see that too often, but
All boys
at the high school
shot
level.
putters who have already finished the shot put. If you have already finished the shot put and are also throwing the discus, please head to the discus area. Again, you're throwing those now. Boys discus, if you have already completed the shot, head to the discus area.
Bunch of runners grouped up right there.
Yeah, big group there. Tight race. I think collegiate girls have passed the St. Catherine's girls.
Collegiate A team. The boys coming in.
No, he's feeling tired right now.
Looks like they have just finished. Coming up behind. St. Catherine's A team has finished. And it looks like collegiate girls A team also finished. Fork Union coming in.
It's a good finish there from Fork Union. And a good push from Nesbitt Suffolk there at the end. Good kick.
3 more teams left out on track.
Got St. Catherine's B team finishing up. Got the collegiate boys B team finishing up as well. Got the collegiate girls B team finishing now. And now we're going to be moving on to the girls 100-meter hurdles. In the first section, we have Ove Hogan from Nesbitt Suffolk. In lane 4, we have Nyla Guinea from St. Catherine's. And in lane 5, we have Josefina Di Giovanni from Nesbitt Suffolk. Just about to start up here.
triple jumpers, please report. Girls triple jumpers, please report. This is the first and second call. That event will begin in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll be right back. I don't have the 4x8 boys and girls.
Setting up the last of the hurdles.
Got two Nasman runners here.
And an 8th grader on the St. Catherine's team.
Very cool to see that. It's very impressive. Still setting up here. About to start the 100-meter hurdles.
And we have 2 sections of 100-meter girls hurdles and 2 sections of boys 110-meter hurdles.
Just about to start now.
All right, Mr. Stewart, we're ready.
One of the girls will not be using a block start.
That is Ave Hogan.
This is the first and second call, boys triple jump. All boys triple jumpers, please report.
The 8th grader out to a fast start. And that's a great race
That is.
from Nyla Guinea. The 8th grader from St. Catherine's. And now heat 2, we have Chloe Dobb from Collegiate taking. From St. Catherine's, Lila Garber from Midlothian, Addison Purcell from Collegiate, Carter Torrance from St. Catherine's, Grace Grilliot from Midlothian, and Kendall Pittman from Nansman.
Love to see the 8th grader out there win that race.
Really cool stuff there. Really cool scenes.
Seems like they're getting their blocks all set up.
Is there any chance I can add 2 to the 1600?
So discussing something right now.
I thought that was pretty awesome. Got, kids running timing out of it. No wonder you guys can afford to do it so cheaply.
Looks like they're about to start going. We are about to start this hurdles.
Just about to start finally right now.
Drop 2 more boys into the 1600. Are you okay with that? And 14 wants to drop 2 more boys into the 1600.
Just off. Seeing an early lead from the Midlothian runner, but Carter Torrance is pulling away now. And it looks like Carter Torrance is going to finish first in that heat.
Close race.
Very close race. Close race with Tegan in lane 2 and Grace Grilliot in lane 6. Early on, Lila Garber had the lead.
Now we will have the boys hurdles.
Which in heat 1, lane 3, we have Charles Early from Midlothian. In lane 4, we have Kareem Torre from Fork Union. And in lane 5, we have James Bonbright from Collegiate. Cool variety in grades there. We got a freshman, a sophomore, and a senior running against each other.
Okay.
So what are the names?
Christopher Zhang, Z-H-A-N-G.
Nice throw there.
All right, what's the next guy?
Austin Hayes. dad said it was really good. I texted him. He'd go. You're running it.
Okay. So, let Zhang know or Chris is 15, Austin has 16.
Roger that. Thank you.
Yes.
You hear that? That's John Hayes' son. He doesn't want to work.
It happens.
Oh, yeah, he's an 8th grade soccer player. Got to play a little bit of varsity this year. Running has disappeared from his brain. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Nope, you're in. Your dad called Marshall. There's that split.
Everybody's got something they need.
Just about to start here now.
Last preparations of the hurdles.
All right, Mr. Starter, I hope the hurdles are ready, and I'll be ready whenever you're ready to go.
About to begin here soon.
Final call, 100-meter dash. Boys, triple jump will begin in 10 minutes. If you have not gotten those stops or run throughs, now's the time. You've got 10 minutes.
Looks like they are about to start.
Feel like we've said that a couple times now.
Forward, man. Got a tapeworm?
And a false start.
False start there.
Fork Union. That will be a DQ. That is unfortunate. One of the more interesting things that has happened. And they are off. Oh. Takes a fall there.
Although he took the fall there, he had a nice comeback there at the end. It's really hard to fall down and keep going, but he did.
And the winner of that will be James Bombright, a senior at Collegiate.
Section 2, we have Zion Rogers, Midlothian, Austin Robinson, St. Christopher's, Preston Tillman in Collegiate, Jamal Thomas from Nansman, Suffolk, Henry Nelson from St. Christopher's, Marshall Bryant from Midlothian, and Munjum Ngs from Fork Union. Fun fact about Austin Robinson in lane 2 is he's also a future D1 football player.
They are off.
Looks like it's going to be a win for Jamal Thomas from Nansman, Suffolk.
Next is the 100-meter dash.
In section 1 of the girls' 100-meter dash, we have Courtney Anderson from Midlothian, Tiffany Hernandez Ocho from Midlothian, and lane 5, Nazay Moore from Nansman, Suffolk.
It looks like the rain has started to come in. Did not miss us, but it's not a lot. In 30 minutes, we will be switching off commentators.
I know you all will miss us, but there will be a switch.
The more fast-paced running events will start around that when we switch.
Many of the distance and sprinters who were really strong have today off, essentially. They're a short workout, but they are getting ready for Dogwood up in Charlottesville on Saturday. All right, starter, we ready.
About to begin now.
Just got heard that Maddox White and most of the runners that are normally in the later sections will not be running in this meet. They will be running on Saturday.
In this section, we have Addie Zydrin from Nansman, Suffolk, Janie Filer from St. Catharines, Meredith Rivers from Collegiate, Sienna Hornick from St. Catharines, Mackenzie Gilbert from Nansman, Suffolk, Hannah Harris from St. Catharines, Alicia Good from St. Catharines, and Maddie Fierro from Nansman, Suffolk.
The rain has started to pick up significantly. Not pouring yet, but a heavy drizzle.
We have our own weatherman in the booth. As they are off, this was the first heat with Courtney Anderson, Tiffany Hernandez Ochoa, and Z Moore. And it looks like Tiffany Hernandez Ochoa is going to finish first here. Good run from her.
I was talking to some of the throwers. They are disappointed that it is raining. They do not like sitting out there in the rain.
All right, Mr. Starter, we're good.
They are off.
Tight race. And it's looking like the Nansman Suffolk runner is going to win there. I think that's Mackenzie Gilbert. Mackenzie Gilbert, Sienna Hornick, and Meredith Rivers were all very close there in that race. In the final heat, we have Julia Renaud in lane 1 for St. Catharines, Jazzy Dunn for Collegiate, Ryan Lewis for St. Catharines, Savannah Spalding for St. Catharines, Emma Renaud for St. Catharines, two twins, set of twins in this heat, Zoe McMullen for St. Catharines, Destiny Spain for Collegiate, and Chinyere Onuchekwa for Collegiate. So purely St. Catharines and Collegiate heat here. Interesting to see here some rivalries forming down on the track.
Yeah. Has a big gap
Really
right there.
good run there. The winner there is Savannah Spalding in lane 4 for St. Catharines. And here we go. We have section 1 of the boys 100-meter dash. In lane 2, we have William Ginther from St. Christopher's. In lane 3, we have Pierce Livingston from St. Christopher's. In lane 4, we have Roman Stormer from Midlothian. And in lane 5, Corbett Kessel from St. Christopher's. And in lane 6, Jack Clary, also from St. Christopher's. Should be a good race here.
It's disappointing to see that Maddox and some of the other top runners will not be racing.
Race is about to start right now. A lot of St. Christopher's runners here, so, you know, a lot of things on the line as the solo Midlothian runner is going to win here almost Oh, it's tight between him and Pierce Livingston, but he's going to take the win. That was Roman Stormer. Great name there. He's going to take the lead. He's going to win that one.
And these.
In this next heat, we have Charlie Valentine in lane 1 at St. Christopher's, Wells Lucas lane 2 at St. Christopher's, Alexander Kosoglo from St. Christopher's, Jamari Kinney from St. Christopher's Middle School, Ford Bishop from St. Christopher's, Seth Vetter from Nansman Suffolk, Trey Millette from St. Christopher's, and Grayson Wilburn from St. Christopher's. So again, all St. Christopher's runners except for one from Nansman Suffolk, Seth Vetter, and one St. Christopher Middle Schooler, Jamari Kinney.
And coming soon, we will have William Sutton, one of the seniors, hop on the mic and give us some input about his race that he's going to run.
Wow, what a great race. Really tight here. Oh my gosh. And it looks like in lane 3, Alexander Kusoglu is going to take the victory. Really fast run there. In section 3, we have Henry Weish in lane 1, Tapiwa Mutoti, an 8th grader in lane 2, Adrian Matthews in lane 3 from Collegiate, Emmanuel Moore in lane 4 for St. Christopher's, RJ Lane in lane 5 for Nansman Suffolk, Ford Barnard in lane 6 for St. Christopher's, Tristan Litzenberg in lane 7 for St. Christopher's, and Elijah Green in lane 8 for Fork Union. Also an 8th grader, so 2 8th graders here in section 304. Very impressive stuff. And here we're about to have William Sutton go on the mic, who is a senior at St. Christopher's, talking about his 800-meter race that he will have later on. William, tell us your plan for taking on this race.
Right, so yeah, it's going to be a good race. It's my first 800 out there. I've done the 4x8, but it's my first 800 run, so it's going to be a good race. Usually I'm in the 1600, and we're going to go out there. I'm going to put some spikes on that I just got. I'm going to give it my all, try to follow Henry Russell out there, who's the leader. So I'm going to try to follow him out there and just stick with him the whole time. You know how it is.
Awesome words of wisdom there from William Sutton. Hopefully he wins later on today.
Thank you, Christian.
That's a great run there. Looks like that was RJ Lane from Nansman Suffolk. In the final heat, section 4 of 4, got Lanty Coughlin from Fork Union in lane 1, Benjamin Lambert in lane 2 of Collegiate, Sebastian Mitchell in lane 3 of Nansman, Noah McDaniel in lane 4 for Collegiate, Watson Andrews in lane 5 for Collegiate, Jack Hayden in lane 6 for Nansman Suffolk, Gerard Smalls in lane 7 for Midlothian, and Javier Rosa in lane 8 for Fork Union. So no St. Christopher's runners in this one, as they were all used up in the prior 3 sections.
Normally, this final section would have star runners like Maddox White and Elisha Asari. But since they are running on Saturday,
Gotta rest.
They have to rest. The next race will be the girls' 1600. They are off.
They are off. Collegiate up in front.
Maybe coming in, though, in lane.
Looks like Collegiate's going to win that one, but it was a very close race. That was Noah McDaniel.
We'll zoom in on the shot putters for a second while they set up the girls' 1600 meter run.
Girls 1600 meter run will be ran by Annabelle Baylor from St. Catharines, Samantha McMullen from Collegiate, and Lewis from Collegiate, Molly Scholten from St. Catharines, Olivia Killeen from St. Catharines, Gwendolyn Gardner from Midlothian, Maggie Knuckles from Midlothian, Eliana Carson from Nansman, Suffolk, Charlotte Callahan from Collegiate, Alex Garrison from St. Catharines, Elise Robinson from Collegiate, and Ella Kinney from Midlothian. Big heat here.
Next on the track is the girls 1600, section 1 of the girls 1600. Next up will be one section of the boys. So this is the final call, boys 1600. You should be headed towards the blue tent on the infield. Boys 1600 final call, second call, 4 by 100 meters. One thing, gentlemen, as they got the 4 by 100, if you are running second, third, or fourth, please do not come to the starting line. When the final call for those races for the 4 by 100, boys and girls, you're going to go to your relay zone. Running second, you're going to go over into the shed. Running third, you're going to go towards the zone where the American flag is, and it says Knowles Field. And if you're running fourth, top of the straightaway will be just finished with the 100 meters. All right, Mr. Starter, we're good.
And they're off.
Looks like Collegiate will be taking the early lead here. Never mind, that is not Collegiate. Sorry, that is Annabelle Baylor.
Annabelle Baylor far in front.
This is a long race, though.
Anything can truly happen. And we are back. Very tight there in the middle. Close race.
As the first 400 meters down. Annabelle with a huge lead right now.
Looking really steady so far.
back half. Has a nice pace going with this huge lead. Coming in the back half now.
Annabelle Baylor close to 100 meters in front of the rest of the pack.
Yeah, big lead right here.
It's getting a little bit chillier outside now.
The rain has stopped, though, which is good. The weatherman predicts more, though.
John also considers himself a weatherman.
Still has that huge lead. Coming close to the back half of the group right now.
Once again, this is a final call, boys 1600, final call, boys 1600, second call, all 4x100 meter relays. Boys and girls 4x100 meter relays.
In just about 10 minutes, McCoy Eakin and Patrick Leckie will be switching roles with me and John. And if you're not excited for that, you should be. Those are two tremendous commentators, both with two very different styles. So it'll be really interesting to see how they can blend on the stream.
Annabelle is coming around, about to lap the back half. Annabelle is about to finish. Laps 3 people.
And she's about to finish here. Really great race.
2 more coming in to finish.
Really fast runners here.
And that will be the majority of people who has finished. Still a couple of people running. Shot putters now have started to get into the competitive range with Walter Cart now throwing. Next up, we will have the boys 1600 meter run. A tight race right here.
Very close. Close finish. Have no idea who won that one.
Yeah. And that will be the end of the girls' 1,600-meter race.
Now the boys' 1,600 is going to begin soon. The boys' 1,600 consists of Ryan Curich from Midlothian, Jack Porter from Collegiate, Langdon Sexton from St. Christopher's, Reed Lewis from Collegiate, Asa White from St. Christopher's, Jack Saylor from Midlothian, Austin Knowlton from Fork Union, James Brubaker from Fork Union, Arjun Anand from St. Christopher's, Nathan Crumbian from Collegiate, Nico Ho from Collegiate, Keen Stewart from St. Christopher's, August Price from St. Christopher's, and Dylan Lyle from Midlothian. Just got in some information from one of my colleagues that in lane 11, his last name's pronounced Nico Hugh. Sorry, Nico Huff. Sorry for that misunderstanding there.
All right, Mr. Starter, we are ready when you are.
But seriously, if you are paying attention to this stream, you should be extremely excited for McCoy Eakin, who's hopping on here soon. He's a talented speaker, talented young man. He's a freshman in high school, but he's already made a great impact on the St. Christopher's Sports Information Program.
He has hopped on the PA a lot, and he did an amazing job on JV lacrosse. The race has started. Collegiate may be taking the lead here, and they do.
I think that's Midlothian.
My fault. It is Midlothian. But a close battle for first.
We have all
16
16.
people running in the 1,600. Impressive.
All right, this is the final call, boys and girls.
You can see how many people there are in this one shot.
Final call, boys and girls, 4x100 meter relays. If you are running second, please
Close battle for first, though,
shed to end the first
as they
turn.
finish up 400.
If you are running third, please head to the
Now on their
sign
800.
area right at the inside, down the inside of the track. Go towards the sign that says no field. If you're running fourth, head to the top of the
A lot of people
straightaway.
running in this race,
Once again, do not all four of you all come
but that battle for first is still happening.
just lead off runners to the starting line. Once again, if you dream of being a track
There is also a battle for third.
Close race here.
Looks like they've settled into a pace right now.
Yes,
Still this battle for first.
gonna be a very close race. Our two substitutes have just arrived. Again, we have McCoy Eakin, class of 2029, and Patrick Leckie, class of 2026.
Lead for first has now gotten bigger.
Neither of these guys do you want to be on their bad side.
Battle for first. It's now slowed down. Lothian in first currently. With, I think if I'm correct, one more lap to go. St. Chris coming in fourth now.
Girls shot putters, please report. All girls shot putters, please report from the shot put area.
Amazing battle for second right now. Coming up on their last stretch.
Really great race overall. A lot of great scenes today. Me and John have seen a lot of great races.
We
A
have.
lot of great throws, a lot of great jumps.
Make sure to stay in though, because these next set of
The main event is
commentators-
coming up.
Main event.
The main event, McCoy Eakin and Patrick Leckie is commentating, coming up. Legends
He will finish.
at SID.
Coming in behind though. St. Chris almost gets third. Wounds up in fourth.
We will be handing off our batons now over to Patrick Leckie and McCoy Eakin.
Welcome in. Like Christian and John were saying, my name's Patrick Leckie. This is McCoy Eakin. We are taking over the reins now. Soon up, we will have the girls 4x1 meter relay. And you just watched the boys 1,600 meter relay. Great race there. A few St. Chris guys finishing pretty well. But the girls will set up for their 4x1, and we will be back with you for that.
All right, welcome back. The 4x100 girls is about to start here. That consists of two St. Catherine's teams, a Nazeman team, and a collegiate team.
Yeah, believe that's Nansman McCoy.
Nansman, my
Yeah,
fault. I
it's
don't know.
okay.
I've never seen that name before.
Nansman, Suffolk, up near Virginia Beach, kind of. So pretty long trip down here on a Wednesday.
A long drive home.
Yeah. But they're just getting started here, just lining things up. And 4x1, you know, I haven't watched a lot of track, but this is usually one of my favorite ones to watch. It's very quick. You get the baton handoffs. That's always fun to watch. So we'll see how the ladies do. And we are off here with the girls 4x1 meter relay. Like I mentioned earlier, 2 St. Catherine's teams with 1 Nansman Suffolk team and 1 collegiate team. So you hope the Daisies can get a win here, as this is a very close race so far. I believe it's neck and neck between collegiate and St. Catherine's right now. So a big LIS matchup here. It's off now to Carter Torrance. She's picking up some speed, gaining some traction. Another clean handoff for the Saints. It's now over to Ryan Lewis. And she is starting to take a pretty big lead. St. Catherine's gaining a few steps over collegiate now. And so St. Catherine's will win that race. Very impressive from that St. Catherine's team.
So Saints will come in first, followed by collegiate, and then Nansman, still can't get it right.
And then the other St. Catherine's team. Yep.
Team.
So next up, we will have the boys 4x1 meter relay.
That consists of 2 collegiate teams, a St. Christopher's team, a Fork Union team, and a boys Nansman team. Nansman team. Come on.
So they will get ready, and we'll be back for you once that race heads off. We are just about to get started here in the boys 4x1 100-meter relay.
See, the rain is starting to start a little drizzle here. I wonder if that'll affect anything.
Yeah, just a little drizzle here. A lot of other Saints activities were canceled today, like I think a golf match, some baseball games, but this track meet's still going on, so good for these guys for sticking it out here. It hasn't rained that much, but I bet it's predicted to pick up in the coming hours.
So the St. Chris 4x100 team consists of Jaden Jackson, Emmanuel Moore, Ford Barnard, and R.J. Johnson. I believe that is Emmanuel Moore taking it off here. Coming around the bend.
Saints taking a big lead early.
It's R.J. Johnson.
Yeah, he's got some wheels on him. Wow. Saints are moving here early. Clean handoff. Saints still have the lead here. Coming around that bend. Fuma's close behind, though. It's going to be a close one down at the end here. Another clean handoff. It's Asa Martinez. Step in step with Collegiate right here. And Collegiate's gaining some ground. It's going to be a close finish, and it looks like the Cougars will take that win. So the Saints, unfortunately, their last leg, not able to get it done. So the Cougars will take that one. So coming up next, we'll have the girls 400-meter dash, and we have 3 heats for that one. So
I believe that was Jaden Jackson starting off, followed by R.J. Johnson, and then Emo Moore. And then the alternate was Asa Martinez for subbing out Ford Barnard.
yeah, so good squad there from the Saints.
My apologies. Ford Barnard was the third leg. Emmanuel Moore did not run. So we will be back with you shortly.
All right, we are underway now for the girls 400-meter dash. First heat here. We got 2 St. Catherine's girls and then 1 from Midlothian. So this race a little slower than that 4x1, obviously. Kind of a light, I don't want to say a light jog, but a speedy jog.
More of a relaxed pace.
Right. So right now, Midlothian is leading. Another note, the lights here on Knowles Field have turned on. So got some under the light track action right here. That's exciting. But Midlothian still pretty comfortable lead. It is getting a little closer. So as we're coming
still
up,
in the lead, but St. Catherine's
there you go. It's getting closer, looking like this push may do it. So the final push.
Final push here. I think the Saints are going to get it here.
Yeah. So St. Catherine's will win that one. Good final push.
Great final push.
So that'll move on to Heat 2. We'll be back with you for that.
So Heat 2 here for this girls 400-meter dash. It's about to start here. Lane 1 is Hannah Lub from Collegiate.
And they are off here, so we got only 1 St. Catherine's girl here, 2 Collegiate, 1 from Nansman, and 1 from Midlothian. So a pretty diverse group of schools here.
I believe that is St. Catherine's leading into
Yeah, good start here. Pretty comfortable lead. Coming around that curve now.
See if anybody will make a big push here to see if they could challenge the St. Catherine's lead.
Still looking pretty comfortable. Collegiate's in that second place there. So it's going to come down to this final straight. That is Savannah Henry for St. Catherine's, and she's going to win this one fairly easily. So that's another win for the Daisies, as they are 2 for 2 in the 400-meter dash. So after that, we'll have the final heat of this 400-meter dash. We'll be back. All right, we're here on Knowles Field for the final heat of this girls 400-meter dash.
3 St. Catherine's in this heat, including 1 8th grader.
Yeah, wow, look at that. So,
Ella Farmer.
yeah, you got 2 collegiate girls and then 1 from Midlothian, and they are off. Believe those 3 St. Catherine's
It's
girls.
Emma Renault in the lead.
Here comes a push, though. I believe that's from the Cougars. Or no, that is a St. Catherine's girl.
St.
Excuse
Catherine's.
me. I believe that's Savannah Spalding.
Yeah,
So
I think
she's in a pretty comfortable lead.
it's being led by 3 St. Catherine girls. I believe. Who's that? That's collegiate. My apologies.
So Spalding coming around this final straight. And knock on wood, but if she keeps this lead, St. Catherine's will go 3 for 3 in the girls' 400-meter dash. And she will win that one pretty easily, a pretty big lead. And so that will do it for the girls' 400-meter dash.
That is Savannah Spalding,
Yep.
followed by Emma Renault.
And we will take a break and be back with you for the boys' 400-meter dash, which will also have 3 heats. So we'll be right back. So McCoy's going to take over this one. Here we go, McCoy.
Okay, so here starts the first heat for the boys 400. 1 St. Christopher's boy, Alexander Kusaglu, has come out. Seems like he's leading. See if he can hold this pace. He's being caught up by Norfolk. It's very close here. Coming down the backstretch.
Yeah, that's Tyran Johnson from Fuma, kind of stride for stride with Alexander. Johnson is taking the lead here. And Johnson takes a pretty comfortable lead, so a good late push from him as he is speeding down this last straight now.
Get out of the way of the camera.
And that will do it. So Fuma will get a win here at StC meet number 4. Tyron Johnson gets the win, and we will move on to the second heat. We'll be back.
All right, here's heat number 2 for the boys 400-meter dash. 1 St. Christopher student, lane 2, Asa Martinez. He is a sophomore. Now, I've seen Asa, and he is wicked fast. So let's see if he can win this for the Saints here.
Yeah, he's matching up against 2 guys from Fuma, 2 guys from Collegiate, and then 1 mid-low guy. So we'll see if Martinez can keep his word, like you said, McCoy. He is behind now, but that he did have a inside lane, so you hope over time he can make up some ground.
I believe that is Collegiate leading around the backstretch here. Final turn here.
It's going to be both guys from the Cougars in a pretty comfortable lead. And so Collegiate will win this one. And so now we will segue over to the final heat of this boys 400-meter dash. So we'll be back for that one.
All right, final heat here for the boys 800-meter dash. There's 2 St. Chris in here, 2 Saints. 8th grader Alex Churchwell, who was on the varsity basketball team during the winter season, and junior Parker McKay.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. They should be really good. I played with Alex this winter, great athlete. So let's see if he can turn that speed up as we are off now. Alex is in that red tank top, Parker McKay in that white shirt.
Really?
So that is the Cougar. I'm not sure which one that is. There's 2 of them, but McKay and Churchwell close behind. Let's see if they can catch up here.
So Partridge catching up here. He's going to overtake him here in the backstretch.
Yeah, on that first curve, and Churchwell and McKay now both comfortably in the lead. And we'll see who's got it coming down to this final stretch. It's Parker McKay and Alex Churchwell. Churchwell finds a burst, so Alex Churchwell, the 8th grader, will win this boys 400-meter dash final heat. Very impressive race from both guys.
Hold on, I believe that someone might have caught up to Parker in that final little sprint there. Unsure who it was.
So that will do it for the 400-meter dash today, and they will set up the hurdles, which will take a little bit. So we'll take a prolonged break, and we'll be back with you for the girls 300-meter hurdles. All right, so we are all set up for the girls 300-meter hurdles. There will be 2 heats of this one, so for this first heat, it'll only be, well, it says we only have 3 runners, but
I see 4th. I see 4.
yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll play it by ear.
And they're off here. There were indeed 3 runners.
Yeah, so we do have that right. There's one from Nansman, one from St. Catherine's, and then one from Collegiate.
We've got St. Catherine's leading us here around the back stretch.
Gets by that hurdle. And in the home stretch now, St. Catherine's very comfortably in the lead in this first heat here. One more hurdle after this one. So that'll do it. That's a win from St. Catherine's. As we will now set up for heat number 2, and we'll be back for that. All right, they're already here for the final heat of the girls 300-meter hurdles. Got 2 St. Catherine's girls, 1 8th grader, 2 from Midlothian, 2 from Collegiate. So 2 from each of the 3 schools here that have been represented for the girls. So they are off. Everybody getting over the hurdles cleanly.
That is Midlothian leading into the back stretch here, almost to the final turn.
Coming down to the wire here.
Very close. St. Catherine's closely behind. Let's see if they can catch up. Looks like Midlothian will take the win with St. Catherine, both St. Catherine's runners closely behind. That is the end.
Final call for boys and girls 800. Final call boys and girls 800. The hurdles go up.
That will do it for the girls 300 meters. So now the boys 300 meters are about to get underway. All right, so we are about to get underway here now for the boys 300-meter hurdles. This first heat contains no St. Christopher's athletes, and neither does the second heat. So no St. Chris guys doing the hurdles today. But in this first heat, you got one from Midlow, one from Collegiate, another from Midlothian, and then another from Nansmond.
Yeah, I've heard from my cross country running that Zion Rogers, one of the runners for Midlothian, is incredibly fast. So let's see if he shows here. And it looks like he will. He's already in the lead.
Yeah, he had a very fast start, got around that first hurdle quickly. A little bit of a closer contest now, yeah.
But Demidlo maintains the lead barely. Coming around the final turn here.
Zion Rogers and Preston Tillman really stride in stride here. Zion Rogers does have a slight lead. And he will win the race. So, yeah, McCoy, your prediction was correct. And so after this one, we'll have Heat 2 of the 300-meter hurdles. So we'll be back with you for that. All right, so Heat 2 now of the hurdles. You got 4 guys from Fuma, 2 from Collegiate, so we'll see how this goes.
Fuma versus Collegiate matchup here.
Yeah.
There's 6 runners as well. Or 5 runners. They're missing a Collegiate guy. Guess the Collegiate guy got scrapped.
Yeah, it is just 4 Fuma, and then I believe that's Tavion Johnson from Collegiate.
Unsure on who's leading, but
somebody from Fuma.
Somebody from Fuma is leading.
So many Fuma people in this one. So this is a pretty close race here.
Another long drive on a Wednesday afternoon from Fuma.
Yeah, Fuma's not too far, but about at maybe an hour 15, so nothing crazy, but this is a close one here, but Fuma, as long as he gets over this last hurdle, which he does, will take the win.
I mean, it was a 4-1 odd that Fuma would win, so.
Well, that will do it for our hurdles today. We will set up for the girls' 800-meter run and be back with you for that. All right, so this is heat 1 of the girls' 800-meter run. Got a load of runners in this one, so we're not even going to try to list them all, but we'll just let you know who's in the lead. For this one, the 800-meter is 2 full laps around the track, so a much longer race than we've been seeing, so they'll have to pace themselves and save some energy for a final push.
So if my counting skills are correct, there are 7 St. Catherine's runners in this 800.
Yep, that's correct.
Phew. That would be embarrassing.
So it looks like right now,
Collegiate. I think
yeah,
it's just 3 collegiate runners just
yeah, look at that.
slowly making their way. I think they have two laps of this.
Yeah, so this is definitely a longer run, see who can endure and keep up all together.
Yeah, they are at a more relaxed pace. So far, we've been seeing more fast and just trying to get across the finish line, but now we've just seen just more relaxed, just keeping that pace.
Yeah, it is actually a St. Catherine's girl in first place right now. So they are on to lap number 2 now. So we'll just have to finish things off.
Not trying to make any name guessing here, but I believe that is Lewis Stewart in the lead for St. Catherine's.
How sure are you of that, McCoy?
Not very sure.
I wouldn't just guess, but it is a St. Catherine's girl in first, and then followed by 2 collegiates. So it looks like a collegiate girl is making a push here, and she will gain a slight lead. So a little switch up here now, coming around the final curve into the last straightaway. So final straightaway here. It still is pretty tight here between Collegiate and St. Catherine's. Looks like St. Catherine's is making a push going on that outside lane. Pushing through the final stretch. St. Catherine's still does have that lead. And they will take the win. So a good little back and forth. A nice push at the end from St. Catherine's as they'll get the win in that first heat. And we'll take a break and come back for the second heat of this 800-meter run.
Right, welcome back to the girls 800s, the second heat. There are 7 St. Catherine's runners, 3 Midlothian runners, and 1 Nansman runner. 5 out of those 7 St. Catherine's runners are freshmen.
Wow. A lot of youth in this one. So they are off now.
A lot of people in my grade. Looks like St. Catherine's runner is Still too far to see out who it is, but they are leading. I think that's an all St. Catherine's pack, the 4 of them out front here. Once again, there are 2 laps to this race.
Yeah, pretty good start to this one.
Yeah, really just big lead from these 4 girls and the next little group.
Yeah, they do kind of tend to group up, keep pace with each other. But there is a pretty good lead here from St. Catherine's, 2 runners. So they're now running around, getting ready for the second lap. And this race has just been dominated by the daisies.
So I believe that is Abigail McKay in first, followed by the freshman Sophie Hudson. Those 2 girls are just leading this race here.
Yeah, making it look pretty easy. So yeah, really it's just the 2 in the front and then the 2 kind of behind them and then a whole group of other girls. So really huge lead for these 2 St. Catherine's girls. So it's really just a race between them 2, seeing if they can beat each other out.
Looks like Sophie Hudson is making a push.
Yeah, we are nearing the end of this race here. Really it's just neck and neck between these 2. See who's able to finish it off. I mean, they're stride for stride here.
Yeah, this is going to be a close one. I think Abigail still has the lead coming down to the end here.
Yeah, she will take that one. So a very good race from all the girls here. So we'll wait for the others to finish up here. But we will now move to the boys' 800-meter run, and only 1 heat here. 14 runners, though, so this is going to be a big race. We'll be back for that one.
So we have results from the St. Catherine's triple jump. Reese Fleming is a senior. She shot 27:10 for her last attempt. Abigail McKay for St. Catherine's is a junior, and she faulted on 3 of her attempts, but her first attempt was 35.5. So really great showing. And I think from this chart here, Abigail McKay, who just won the girls 800, also won the girls triple jump. So great to see her win both of her stuff for today.
Yeah, good day for her.
Going over to this really, really big race here.
Yeah, 14 guys in this one from St. Chris. Got 2 seniors, Henry Russell and William Sutton. And then you also have a couple juniors and then a handful of sophomores. So we'll see if the Saints are able to come out on top. It's Henry Russell right now in that second place. He's got some good pace, so we'll see if he's able to keep it up. He is kind of pushing outside a little bit for that first place position. But this is a very tight race. I'm sure it's going to come down to the final stretch, so we'll see how these runners do.
Still a very close lead here. Looks like Henry Russell is trying his very best to try and see if he can just get ahead. Once again, they still have one more lap to do, so let's see if Henry can just, put it in gear here and see if he can take the lead.
Yeah, Russell is taking that more outside path, so he is making it a little bit harder for himself, but I'm sure he trusts himself to be able to keep up and then gain that inside position, which he does right there. So just as I was saying, and now he is really building that lead. He's legging it out here. Comfortable lead now for Henry Russell.
All of a sudden, turned his gears on, and now he's rolling. Big lead for first here. See if he can maintain it. Looks like a guy from Midlow is slowly but surely gaining.
Here comes William Sutton. Hold on now. William Sutton's making a little bit of a late push. He's now shot his way into third place, so William Sutton kind of holding things off. And now he's in third, legging it out for second. Henry Russell's still got that clear lead in first place. Let's see if William can unhook the trailer here at the end, find some gas. Henry Russell still has that lead. William Sutton's giving it his all. Henry Russell's got to finish out here. The Midlow guys chasing just a little bit. But Russell will win that one. And then William Sutton a close third place, so good finish from him. Good showing from the Saints. 2 guys in the top 3. And so as this one finishes up, we will move on to the girls' 200-meter dash, which will have 4 heats. So they will get ready for that, and we'll be back.
First heat here, we have...
It's 3 Midlothian girls, all sophomores. So they will kick things off. Just half a lap here in this 200-meter dash. So really just see who's got the outright speed here. As they are just about to get ready. Starter has got the all clear call. And then we'll have 5 heats of the boys 200-meter dash. So this is a very popular race. So we'll see who comes out on top in this first one. Like we said, all mid-low here.
And after this 200-meter dash, we have the longest race of the meet, the 3,200 2-mile.
Yeah. And
8
I think
laps on the track.
I think they said they're going to combine those two with the girls and boys. So
to make it mixed, yeah.
Yeah. But wow.
I ran a 3,200.
Was that 2 miles? Yeah, jeez.
It is not fun.
So things just about to get underway here.
The starter may be having some sort of issue with the gun. Not the first time.
Yeah, you know it happens.
Yeah.
All right, we are underway here with the girls' 200-meter dash in this first heat between 3 Midlothian runners.
Looks like all 3 runners here are all just neck and neck here for this quick final stretch. Looks like lane 2. All right, so I think Midlow is going to win that one.
Yep.
Close between Midlow, and Midlow. But
Yeah, that'll do it for the first heat. This next one, we'll have 3 St. Catharines and then 2 Nansman. So they look just about ready for that one. This one's definitely going to be moving quicker, just quick races. Hopefully just quick, relay time between all this where they can just get these going.
right, so any second now, and
There
they're
we
off.
go. Second heat underway here. Looks like Nansman's got a lead, but it's closing down. Getting a little bit closer now. Let's see. Should be a close finish. Nansman will take that one. So we will now get ready for heat number 3. This one will have 2 St. Catharines, 1 collegiate, 2 Nansman, and 1 Midlow. So we will get ready for that one and be back. We are underway here for the third heat of this girls' 200-meter dash. It's been close between St. Catharines and Nansman here.
I believe that's Sienna Hornick taking the lead. See if she can hold it.
Close one here. Nansman Suffolk does have a good final push, though, so they will win that one. So we'll now get ready for the final heat of the girls' 200-meter dash. We are off with the girls 200-meter dash. This race between collegiate and St. Catherine's. You got 3 St. Catherine's runners, 3 collegiate runners. Right now, that does look like Savannah Spalding for St. Catherine's is in a very comfortable lead. So she will win this one. So St. Catherine's gets the win. And we will now move on to the 5 heats we have of the boys 200-meter. So we'll be back with that.
So this is the first heat for this first. I got the wrong thing.
Yeah, good group of St. Chris guys in this one. You got Charlie Valentine, Grayson Wilborn, and Jack Clary. So really excited to see all these guys run. And we are off.
We're off here.
Call for the 3,200 boys and girls. 3,200 you should start heading over towards the starting line area.
Grayson Wilborn for Saints.
Please stay off the track.
I think that is a Midlow runner.
Fork Union, yeah.
Union. So hard to tell from so far
Yeah,
away.
Fuma going to take this first heat here.
Fuma.
Just heat 1 of 5, though. So this Saints will have some chances to get it back. We are nearing the end here onto our final page of this meet sheet. So now we will get ready for this heat 2. We'll be back with that. All right, so in this race here, got some more St. Chris guys. You got Henry Reich, Ford Bishop, Jamari Kenny from the St. Chris Middle School program, 8th grader, and then Wells Lucas and Graham Judd, and then only 1 collegiate runner. So let's see what the Saints can do here.
Really neck and neck here.
Yeah, look at that. Close one here.
Wells Lucas in the middle school runner. He's coming close here.
That looks like it is won by Jamari Kenny. So the 8th grader wins heat number 2. So now we will get ready for heat 3. Okay, about to get underway now for this one. Got another St. Chris 8th grader, and then another handful of St. Chris guys and 2 Midlow guys. So we are off here. This is heat 3 of 5. And the Saints out to a fast start, and we are missing a lot of people in this one. Only 3 guys running when we were supposed to have. We're supposed to have 6, so 3 people missing.
E-Man Moore.
That will be won by the St. Chris 8th grader, Matoyi.
Saints will take the win here. No surprise about that. They're the only runners in there.
All right, so we'll be back with you for heat 4 now. about to get underway in this one. Another handful of St. Chris guys here. Got Austin Robinson and Tristan Litzenberg. Robinson recently picking up a few football offers, so let's see if his speed can correlate over here to the track. So Robinson on that inside lane. And I'm not sure what runner that is. He's just in all black, but he will win that one. Yeah, not sure what school that was. He's kind of just wearing all black. But so now that'll segue us over to the final heat of the 200-meter dash. And like McCoy said earlier, after this one we have the 3,200 meters, so that's going to be a long one. So this will do it for the 200-meter after this race.
All right, Mr. Starter, we are ready. This is the final call, 3,200. All boys and girls, 3,200 runners should be at the start-finish line area near the blue tent.
So yeah, this is the last shorter race of the day.
So the starters be given permission to start the race here in the final heat of this 200.
Yeah, from St. Chris, we got R.J. Johnson and then Jaden Jackson, and then 3 Fuma guys and 1 Nansman. So you hope the Saints can come on top of this one.
Jaden Jackson is in the 5th lane out on front, you see. And then R.J. is all the way in the back.
Close one here. Fuma does have a lead. R.J. Johnson close behind. Let's see if he can push through the end here. It's very close, but Fuma will take it in this final section of the boys 200-meter dash. And so we will now settle down and get ready for this very long race. We'll have the 3,200-meter up next. All right, McCoy, you want to introduce
Of course.
this race here?
Of course. So we are at the 3200, my personal favorite.
Really?
No. Consists of 3 St. Catherine's runners, 10th grader Piper Clemens, 9th grader Hannah Lipscomb, and 11th grader Kaylee Nguyen. And then for the boys, it's sophomore Porter Boyles and sophomore Nicholas McDonald. They're doing this mixed, so it'll just be 1 3200 and not 2.
Yeah, it's going to be a very long one.
So excited.
I mean, yeah, 8 laps, that's 2 miles. So, I mean, you'd assume this takes about maybe 10, maybe 12 minutes. Maybe more than that, depending how fast these guys run. I'd say maybe
My
14,
PR,
15 minutes.
My PR is 14 minutes, but
Okay.
I'm certainly not as fast as these guys.
So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So we'll just get ready for this one to start, and we'll be back when it does. So here we go with the mixed 3,200-meter run. So buckle your seatbelts. We're in for a long one here. It's Porter Boyles from Midlow taking a early lead. But obviously got a lot of running left to go, so we'll see how they fare.
Porter Boyle's taking a really big lead. Nicholas McDonald from St. Christopher's right behind him. Followed by Piper Clemens, Hannah Lipscomb, and then Kaylee Nguyen. Peter Boyle still taking a big lead into the second lap.
Yeah, he's really in a race of his own right now. But, you know, that's got to be the tough part, though, keeping your head in it. Obviously, you got a lot of race to go. So, yeah, he's really just running for a good time here.
Peter Boyles here coming in on the backstrap for lap 2.
So, into lap number 2 here now. Porter Boyle's still in the lead.
Peter Boyle's still in the lead here. Big gap this time. It's almost an entire stretch. Still maintaining the lead. Nicholas McDonald just lingering behind, followed by Piper Clemens, Hannah Lipscomb, and Kaylee Nguyen.
So still a good race here. Everybody just keeping it up. Keep moving along here.
All right. 6 laps to go for Boyles. I'm sorry. Correction, 5 laps to go. As Boyles moves past the finish line, here comes Nicholas McDonald. And followed by Piper Clemens. Same exact standings as earlier. Now there is a slight chance here that Porter Boyles might pass Kay Nguyen and lap her. Kay Nguyen is still on her 6th lap, while Porter is on his 5th. So, looks like Nicholas McDonald, however, is starting to catch up. It's still a big lead, but he has slowly but surely been catching up. Let's hopefully he can come back and see if he can win it for the Saints.
Yeah, just gain a little bit of ground.
There's Kaylee Nguyen. There's Porter Boyles. Porter Boyles is going to lap Kaylee Nguyen. There's 4 laps to go for
So still 4 laps to go, just about a mile. So we'll see if they're able to finish off this race strong.
Those 2 things can go right in here. Thank you. And then I'll take the tape.
Nicholas McDonald is a little bit less than half a lap behind Boyles, but it seems like he is putting something into gear. He's about to lap Kay Nguyen. Nick has lapped Kay Nguyen. Wow, Porter Boyles here.
Yeah, I mean he's just got too much of a lead. I don't know if McDonald's gonna be able to catch him.
McDonald can do it.
See, Boyles is looking very comfortable.
Who's my indoor track teammate and cross-country teammate. I know he's capable of it.
Yeah, we'll see how much he's got in the tank. It would be a pretty impossible task.
3 laps to go for Porter Boyles, and Nicholas McDonald behind him, but has been closing that lead a little bit each time. Here comes Kaylee Nguyen after Nicholas McDonald. Kaylee is about to finish her 4th lap, her 5th lap. Apologies. Meanwhile,
Yeah, I mean
Porter Boyles
he's got
still in the lead, and
he's got at least about a quarter
Yeah,
lap. So
I've noticed that it's might start to be looking impossible here, but
yeah, running out of time here, but still a good showing for McDonald. I know I cannot do this. I mean, it's a lot of running.
now I think for Nicholas, I think it's now just get his personal best and just to try his best.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
great.
hold his 2nd lead, which I think he'll do. So Porter Boyles coming around the stretch again. He has 2 more laps. About half a mile to go.
So 2 laps for
Nicholas
him to
McDonald.
go. Yeah, here comes McDonald. Still chugging along here. See if he can make any type of progress. Still looks very comfortable running here.
Piper Clemens here. I think she's picking up speed a little bit, trying to see if she can catch up to Nicholas.
There's a squirrel in the middle of the football field. It's causing a little bit of commotion.
I was wondering what that was.
It's chasing some people up.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Back to the race. Porter Boyles here. He's coming around. Oh my God.
There's really a lot of commotion about that squirrel.
A lot
Wow.
of commotion. Let's focus on the race here.
I've never seen a squirrel like run towards people. It's now in the lacrosse goal. Oh my goodness. McCoy, why don't you pan over there just a second? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Right in the cross.
It's in the it's in, yeah. All right, back to the race.
Now here comes the final lap for Porter Boyles. It's Boyles, right? Yeah, Boyles.
Yep.
Just double check here.
Final lap for him.
Final lap bell.
It's been a very strong race.
Good timing.
So yeah, Boyles has run a very strong race. He's been able to just keep a very solid lead. Good pacing. I haven't really seen him look too stressed. So he's kind of just keep moving along. See if he can finish things up. So after this race, we will only have 3 left. We'll have the mixed 4x1 relay, and then the girls 4x4 and boys 4x4.
Yeah, so
to
it's safe
finish
to
things
say
up.
It's safe to say that Porter Boyles will be winning this.
Yeah, no
as
doubt.
he is about half a lap ahead and is going to lap Kaylee in the win for the second time. Coming down the final stretch here.
Yeah, very strong run from Porter Boyles. Not sure the time there, but I'm sure it's good. He's been moving along.
That's the end for Porter Boyles. Second place, here comes Nicholas McDonald. He's come around the back stretch here for his final lap, I presume. I think this is the final lit.
Yeah.
Here comes some of his teammates to come and cheer him on.
They're really pushing him along. He's ran a great race. Obviously, Porter Boyles in a league of his own, but McDonald, very strong finish. So still a few to finish up, but we'll step away for a minute as they'll set things up. Let me do it. All right, so we have a very fun race here right now. You can see right there, James Signeri is ready to run, and he is off. There goes Signeri. Let's see the speed he's got here. James Signeri unhooking the trailer, letting all the gas out in the tank.
Oh my God.
Here comes Segi, overtaking some guys, hands off to Jeremiah Smith. What a run from James Signeri.
What a run from Segi.
Oh my gosh, Jeremiah Smith is
Over to E.J.
E.J. Johnson. Here he comes. That's great running for him from E.J. Johnson. He's rounded the bend right now. Over to Lance Clellan. Lance is going to have a shot here against Fuma. Let's see if Lance has got it. He's just short. The Fuma guy beats him out, but Lance Clellan very close. Lance has got to finish the race. Lance does not know. Oh, he pulled a hammy. No. Oh, man, Lance almost had it, and then he pulled the hammy. So that will do it for the very fun throwers relay. There's still some girls finishing up, excuse me, but very close there. And so we'll finish up now with the girls 4x4 and boys 4x4. So we'll be back for that. Four by 4 meter girls is underway here. So we got 2 collegiate teams, 2 St. Catherine's teams, and 1 Nansman Suffolk team.
this is, let's see, 2 laps. No, 1 lap. Sorry, this is not indoor. This is outdoor. I believe that's St. Catherine's. St. Catherine's, and maybe that's collegiate. Hard to tell from all the way over here.
So coming around the first curve into the straightaway. Looks like it is collegiate with the lead, followed close behind by St. Catherine's.
Savannah Henry for St. Catherine's.
So a clean handoff, and this really is between St. Catherine's and collegiate. Nansville and Suffolk not too far behind, but these 2 top teams, as St. Catherine's is making a push now, as they will take a lead.
St. Catherine's in the lead. And it looks like Nansman Suffolk's.
Yep.
How do you pronounce it?
Nansman Suffolk.
Nansman Suffolk, not Suffolk's, is also catching up here. And collegiate is falling behind.
Yeah, St. Catherine's got a pretty comfortable lead, though. Hopefully they can keep it off, get a clean handoff. So still St. Catherine's a good lead, but it is Nansman Suffolk. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Big overtake, so good push from her. That's a big comeback. So St. Catherine's now waiting for the baton. They get it. They'll be off to the races now. We'll see if they can make up that ground lost. Nansman Suffolk, though, extending that lead pretty far. So, yeah, pretty far lead so far.
Looks like St. Catherine's may be catching up here. They still got 1 more runner left.
Yeah, let's see if they can get any ground here.
I like to think of this as NASCAR, and they're changing the wheels each lap.
Yeah. So, yeah, Nansman Suffolk does have a...
Suffolk here. It's not Suffolk, Suffolk.
Suffolk, yeah.
I learned suffix in English class.
So let's see if in this
lead.
final lap, if the Saints can catch up. It's looking a little closer now. Pretty good handoff by them, but Nansman Suffolk is extending that lead just like they have.
St. Catherine's looks like they're catching up slowly but surely. This may be a close one. St. Catherine's is catching up.
Yeah, we'll see if she can hold off, see if she can get a final push here. It's going to be close. She is making up a little bit of ground.
Going up into the back stretch here. It's going to be close here. St. Catherine's is catching up.
Here we go.
St. Catherine's might catch her.
Yeah, Nansman Suffolk looking like they're running out of gas a little bit.
Final stretch here.
Here we go. Let's see.
This is going to be close.
Got to unhook the trailer, let it all out here. Making a push.
It's
oh,
close.
boy.
I think St. Catherine's might have it. Going down to the final stretch here. St. Catherine's is in the lead.
Wow.
Looks like they're going to win.
What a finish from the Daisies.
What a finish.
Look at that. So good final push. Incredible last leg from St. Catherine's.
It's collegiate finishing. For the King to win is going to finish it off for the last St. Catherine's team. And then the last event of the night, the 4x400 boys, will be next.
last event of the day here is the boys 4x400 meter relay. We'll have one team from Midlothian, two from Fork Union, 2 from St. Chris, and 1 from Nansemond. So they have taken off here.
Looks like Collegiate. Is that
Yeah,
Collegiate?
there's-
That's Fuma, sorry. Fuma's in the lead, followed by Mac McClendon for the St. Christopher's team.
I think that may be Nansemond in the lead. Actually, I'm not sure. Both are blue, so we'll see. But the Saints looking to get behind. We'll see. We'll see here if it's. You may have been right, McCoy. Yeah, you were. Oh no,
Yeah.
it's Midlow.
Yeah, it's Midlow. Oh, you're both wrong.
Yep.
So Midlow's in the lead here.
Dude's got a nice stash. So Midlow will get the first handoff. Fuma in second, St. Chris in third. Midlow is taking off with this one, though. They have a very good lead, but it is now in the hands of Arjun Anand for St. Chris.
And in the next heat for St. Chris, August Price is handed out to Josiah Caprio.
Yeah. Arjun, a member of the Carlson advisory. So hopefully he can get some good running in here. He did just get passed, unfortunately, by Fuma. So the Saints are now in 4th and 5th place.
Back to the front here. Midlow's still in first. Going into the back stretch here to the final stretch for this runner. Once again, it's like NASCAR. Switch to wheels every lap.
Yeah, Midlow's got a very big lead. It's kind of like that 2-miler where Midlow was just way out in front.
Midlow hands off, followed by
Nansemond and
by
Fuma.
both Fuma teams.
Very
were
close.
neck and neck.
Saints guys still waiting.
Arjuna Nod is going to hand off to Asa White, and Josiah Caprio is going to hand off to Keen Stewart.
See if they can make up any ground.
Back to the front here, we got Midlow still in first as they round the back
super
stretch.
big lead.
Humongous
Don't
lead.
think anybody's catching up. The next guy is, I believe that's Fuma.
Both,
and he's
both
about
Fuma teams, yeah.
No, I think one of them's Nansemond.
Nansemond isn't in this race.
Yes, they are.
They are?
Yeah. But Midlow's got the biggest lead here. They're obviously going to win this race unless this guy face plants or something, but they'll take this one. It's Henry Russell and Christopher Rauchley, excuse me, I shouldn't know that, but it's really between Nansemond and Fuma right now for the 2nd and 3rd place. That's the coolest one.
Nansemond hands off first.
Asa White did make a little bit of ground. Henry Russell is ready to go.
Henry Russell's a great end, so is Christopher Rockley. Both can really just put it in gear and just, like you said, Patrick, unleash the, what'd you say,
Unhook the trailer.
Unhook the trailer, thank you. And really just see here. So Chris hands off for the Saints here.
Midlow's
Here
about
comes-
to finish. Wow, look at
Here
that.
comes Midlow to finish here.
So very impressive race from Midlothian Trojans as they finish far faster than anybody else. And then we got close one here. Actually, not so close, but believe that's
Fuma.
Yup. Followed by Henry Russell.
Henry
Russell
Russell's
made up
really
some
been
ground.
making
Look
some
at
ground
that.
Here.
Pushed the Saints from 4th place to 3rd place. Fuma will finish 2nd. Henry Russell, really good finish from him.
Henry Russell.
And then Nansemond
And
Suffolk.
then Nansemond Suffolk.
And then you got
you
Rauchley
got
bringing up the rear.
Rauchley
See if he
bringing
can
up the
finish.
rear.
You should copy what I said.
Sorry.
So once Rauchley finishes,
It'll be the end.
yep, we will
Sweet.
sign off. So thanks so much for watching.
My name's McCoy Aiken. Joined here by Patrick Leckie. Thank you for joining.
Yep, make
And,
sure to like and
Make sure to like
subscribe.
and subscribe.
Yep.
And we hope you have a great rest of your evening. Thank you.